welcome back to another episode of Day by Day Podcast. I'm Leslie,
And I'm Diana.
and today we are recording episode 39.
Woo! And we also have some special guests. We have Joe
Hello.
and Mike.
Yo.
And they've been together how long?
We bumped into each other 7 years this month.
Oh my god.
Wait, what? 7 years?
Yep. Basically married.
Basically married. Yeah. No, seriously. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah.
Like after a certain amount.
I think
of-
after like 5 years, you're legally married.
You're
basically.
legally
But I'm
married,
still
Yeah.
like, is there a ring on my finger? I don't think so.
we should have had a button. That would have been fun.
I mean, if you want, I can try downloading it.
Yeah. Every time you put a button sound.
The red flag.
Oh yeah, the red flag.
Yeah.
But yes, today we have our beautiful guests. 2 of them. I was expecting only one, but I'm like, ooh, I like this trend.
Surprise. Red flag.
Red flag.
Plus one.
And I guess that's our topic for today. We're gonna be talking about red flags. So yeah, y'all want to take it away first? I mean,
Y'all have some tea?
Y'all have some tea?
Y'all want to
Or-
start spicy?
yeah. Or you know what? I have a question. Do you guys actually like pay attention to all these red flags? You know, when you're with somebody, they always say that you don't see those red flags, but your friends see the red flags.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I actually didn't start. Isn't like red flags now, they like made that popular?
Yeah.
Because I feel like being in a relationship for such a long time, I didn't start looking at red flags
Yeah.
until now that people are like, oh, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. That's a red flag.
That's true.
And now I'm like, that's a red flag. You know, like.
You're constantly looking at your partner. 7 years together.
I should have ran. I should have ran. No, I'm just kidding.
No, and also another thing that I did a lot was just ignore the red flags. I was like, no, they can change. No, they won't do that to me. No,
And I feel like that was done also like with like partners and like friends. Cause
Yeah.
I like sometimes whenever I would have friends, I would be like, oh no, like that's just them. And it's like, no, bitch, they're toxic as fuck. What do you mean?
Yes, that is so true. Because I had a friend that she never liked it when like good things were happening to me. She would get mad. But for some reason, when bad things were happening to me, she would like
Love it.
blossom.
Oh.
Yeah, and the ones that pointed it out to me were like my family, because during that time, that person did live with us
Mhm.
for a while, and yeah.
Damn.
I was,
It's
and I never
definitely
realized.
toxic.
Yeah, like when somebody doesn't want like the best for you, that's very like
You know what I also noticed? It's like a generation thing because like even back then, like years ago, like people would put up with so much shit. And if you
Mhm.
didn't, like if you were a woman and you didn't put up with that shit, then you would be seen as like a cualquiera type of thing.
Mhm.
Like, okay, like you're special. You
Yeah,
need to
oh,
go to like a award, or something.
Mm-hmm.
And like now they're calling it like high maintenance. And don't get me wrong, some people do take it too far.
Yeah.
They do take it a little too far. But I mean, respecting yourself is still respecting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
you should be able to recognize the red flags.
Yes. Another thing for me before we get into you telling us what you think, is when somebody, when you have to hide who you really are. Like, like your personality, your style.
Act
what-
differently. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one. And I never noticed because in my last relationships, I had to act a certain way because I was always scared that person was going to leave me if I wasn't a certain way or talked a certain way or listened to whatever.
I love that. I love that you brought that up because me and Mike were actually just talking about how this is a green flag. How we didn't have to change, like
with each other.
Yeah, with each other.
Aw.
Because it's like all the other relationships is like, well, I started listening to like a different type of genre that I usually didn't listen to, but I knew that person liked it. And then that's why I did it. But like when me and Mike got together, it was like we were the same, but like different,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a yin and yang, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's like she has her similarities that are the same to me.
You want to know another cute thing? They're both Leos.
And we really are yin and yang because his birthday is on July 26th and mine is on July 29th. So there you go.
Wow.
Meant to be.
Meant to be. That's so crazy. Wow.
I know.
Yeah. And that's funny too, because again, we had friends over and we were talking about that, how me and my husband are so different. Like, we're so different, but yet so alike, if that makes sense. You know? And I love that, like Diana always says, like, oh, I love how you guys like can do this or decorate this way. And it's like, you know, I feel like I would have not moved in with somebody else. Because
It's like a perfect blend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where you just kind of like get each other.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed that day too, whenever Luigi was here?
Mm.
And I was telling Andres, I'm like, dude, it's true that opposites attract. But also, I realized that, like, you have a lot in common with Andres.
Yeah.
And I have a lot in common with Luigi.
Isn't that crazy?
And I'm like, did we just find, like, opposite sex of each other?
Not me being Andres.
Red flag.
No.
Apparently, I'm an Andres too, and Mike's Diana.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes. Joanna's like Andres too. Like obviously, you know, each person has their own personality.
Yeah.
But it's like specific traits.
Specific things that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, for example, like a very, very specific one, you always order rice on the side whenever you go out.
Yeah.
Like to an Asian spot. So
Call
does
me out,
Andres.
Why are you pulling
You
out
always
the
gotta
carbs?
order rice.
Why are you pulling out the carbs now?
Just kidding. It's like very, very specific. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And like, it was other like specific things. But like, that was the one that stood out to me because I was
Yeah.
like, that is too specific.
Yep. That's us. Yep. It's crazy.
Y también está Joanna and Andres, like they have like certain styles, like the way that they think.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm over here like Mike. So
And
I'm,
then y'all agree,
yeah,
right?
I'm like,
That's-
should I have been a man?
No, cause the couple that we had over, they were the exact same way. The husband and I thought the same, and the wife and Luigi thought, like, it's just so crazy how that happens. It's like, oh, but yeah, you just find your person.
You really do.
You really do.
Like shit. It really is somebody for everybody. But then there's also nobody for people.
Yes.
I was gonna say, does that mean that we're with the right people?
It
sounds like it.
I want to say yes, girl. Let's hope so. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, Luigi. Because now he listens to the podcast.
Hey, Luigi.
Hey,
Now, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Red flag now.
Right. All right, then. So, you want to take it away? And
Sure.
Tell us.
So, red flags for the guy's perspective. Let me see. There's a good one, actually. You know, we're all grown over here. You know what I'm saying? We got phones and we got phone numbers. So if you're trying to hit me up, don't go asking about my Snapchat.
Wait, what?
I only. Okay. All right. What I'm trying to say is, you know, a guy trying to spit some game, right?
First of all, who has Snapchat anymore? Red
Well,
flag. I'm just kidding.
No. That's my point. That's my point right here.
Oh, Snapchat is a red flag?
So if they ask you for your number, but
yeah.
instead of asking for your number, they're asking you for your Snapchat. Yeah. Porque
That's
se
a
borra
red flag.
todo. Yeah.
That's so right.
That's a red flag. Or another red flag, personal experience. Homie hits me up the night after, telling me, hey, was I with you last night? Brother, don't get me in this obligation. I'm not about to lie
Because
for
the girlfriend,
nobody.
the girlfriend is listening.
I'm not about to lie to
Really?
nobody.
That's so true. You know what? That is so true. I forgot. You see, I have Snapchat, but for different reasons. Because I have certain photos and stuff, you know, that they saved. But I don't post anything. I don't go see anything. But that's so true. I forgot that that's a thing.
Yeah, and like people, whenever they want to do like a sneaky link, they ask for the Snapchat basically.
Oh, really?
And they go on ghost mode. Stop playing with me.
Oh, they have ghost mode? Jesus.
Snapchat. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. And the only reason why I know that's a thing is because I would see a whole bunch of memes of that. And I was like, what the fuck does Snapchat have to do with anything? Until like a lot of people would like comment on it. And I was like, oh my God, that's so true. It does delete
And
everything.
there's some truth in those jokes. You know?
Wow. Do y'all have Snapchat here?
I do, but
of course.
like
Of course.
I
Talking shit
do.
about Snapchat
I
and we
do,
have
but
it.
I don't have that many friends. Like I took so many people off because I'm like on. You know, it's mostly like Leslie said about the pictures.
Mhm.
I have so many pictures that I don't have on my actual phone
Mhm.
because of the storage
Girl,
or whatever. But
girl.
but I do snap like my best friends and stuff like that, and like just show them like little stuff that I know Snapchat is like quick to be like, you know, just take a picture and then just send it to them, and like that's what I'm doing up, you know.
Mm.
And then Mike too. I snap Mike, but what?
No, because I switched after Instagram started doing that as well. You know when you used to post like your stories
and it
on
saved it.
Snapchat. Now I just do it on Instagram.
Oh,
Same.
Yeah.
What's another red flag, y'all?
Honestly, for me, a big red flag is if the person has their phone like this the entire time, like flip the other way.
Or every time when you touch your phone, your significant other just a little side eye, just always looking, always peeping on the corner of the eye.
Yeah.
And then just to clarify, this has nothing to do with our relationship.
It's just red flags that we see.
I don't do that.
They wouldn't feel comfortable doing that here right now. We'd
I'm
be
just
awkward.
cross-eyed.
I'm just cross.
So don't mind me, y'all. I'm looking at both phones, okay?
They literally call that Marisol. Because you have one eye on the sea and the other one on land. Marisol. Oh, on the sun.
I love that so much.
Andres said that once. He's like, oh, look, she has eyes of Marisol. And I was like,
what? Another thing, when you're like, oh, can I borrow your phone? I've had those a lot in the past, not with Luigi, in the past. In the past, there's
yeah,
always
Luigi. No, just kidding.
yeah. And not whenever, like, oh, can I borrow? You're like, oh, yeah, here.
Yeah.
Like, you know? And, like, we know each other's, like, passwords or whatever.
Yeah.
And then speaking about phones, if you got two phones, brother, you a walking red flag. One for the bros and one for the hoes. Are you kidding
Oh,
me?
my God, not the host.
Stop playing. You talking about that's your work phone, brother? No, that's not. That's a whole iPhone. Ain't no company throwing iPhones at y'all.
Hell
Wait,
no.
what? Really?
Actually, our company does.
But like the very old iPhone, like I
Oh,
like
that's
oof,
true.
like really really old. Yeah, no, yeah.
So if people have two phones?
yeah, it's a red flag. Girl, hell yeah, red flag.
Sweet, nothing.
Mike was saying if you communicate with somebody on WhatsApp only. So I'm assuming it's kind of like the Snapchat type of thing.
I'm so
Because I
late
know
on
that
all
you
this.
can like lock the conversations
Wait, what?
on
You can.
WhatsApp. Mhm.
You can lock the conversation. You can also like delete a few things. Yeah.
Instagram
Yeah.
does that too. Like I accidentally did it once where it was
Oh,
a
vanish
conversation
mode?
with
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Vanish mode,
where
right?
If you
Mhm.
click up,
Up,
let me see.
mhm.
Yeah, it like
Goes on
hides
ghost
it.
Yeah.
mode.
And I
Yeah.
go, wait a minute, how do I do that? I did it to Diana by accident. How was it? I did that, and it like
Yeah.
hides it.
After?
It
Yeah.
vanishes.
So-
a whole day? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, taking notes. Just kidding.
Everybody take notes.
Oh my god, I'm learning so much.
Yeah, for real.
That's scary. Here I am thinking about like text messaging and
Oh my
stuff.
God.
No.
No.
People
could-
are sneaky. You know, we live in
Yeah.
a time in the world that people
But
are.
that's my thing. I'm like, why would you
Sneaky.
go through all that? Wait, it's so much work.
Right,
For
so much more.
what?
Anybody got time for that?
No.
That's why I said that one time, like that day of the cheaters episode. I said if they're gonna cheat, they're gonna go ahead and cheat. Doesn't matter how many times we try to like stop them or like
Yeah.
prevent them. Like if they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it.
They're gonna
Once
do
a
it.
cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, but-
obvious red flag, cheating. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's so
I never
necessary.
understand.
I never understood.
Yeah, like why be with somebody if you're gonna do that then?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, man, they should have been in our cheating episode.
Yeah,
Dang, for real.
Once a cheater, always a cheater. If you cheat on your test, walking red flag.
It starts with the test.
I in my page, dog.
Oh my god.
Not the eyesight.
Red flag if you cheat on your test in school.
Oh my gosh.
No, but seriously though, because like, could you imagine like doctors cheating on like future doctors cheating on their tests? That's scary.
that's
To be
scary.
honest, no offense to any doctors out there, but sometimes when you go into those, appointments, you question a lot of stuff. You're like, wait, do you know what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a little off topic, but since we're talking about doctors, can y'all get better at y'all handwriting? Okay, that's it.
If nobody nobody else can read your handwriting. Red flag.
Red fucking flag.
Because what are you trying to say?
It's funny how pharmacists can read it though. Yeah, they'll
Maybe,
read it.
hey, no, maybe that's part of the test.
Oh my god. Shitty
You
handwriting.
have to read the handwriting.
Oh my
You never know. Maybe that is part of their test.
Oh my god. So, what's a friendship red flag? I know that Leslie mentioned one
Oh yeah.
that they
They envy when like they
You
don't want
succeed.
good things for you in
Yeah.
life. And I had to learn that. I guess I didn't realize I had multiple friends that were like that, and I cut a lot of people out of my life. And I feel like since then I'm very like careful, I guess, who I bring in.
careful.
Mhm. Mm-hmm. And then another thing that I again, after the whole cheating episode and stuff, I've learned to always trust my gut. You know,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
I'm not crazy.
Right. No. And it's always like, another red flag. You're crazy. But it's like, like going back to the cheating, like if you see the text messages with another person, you know what I mean? Like it's obvious that they're cheating, or like you see pictures of somebody else in their phone
and they try to
and they
gaslight
still
you.
try to tell you that you're crazy. Like, no.
Ooh. Another red flag. When you change their contact name. Like, AT&T is not going to hit me up at 3 o'clock in the morning talking about, hey, baby, you up?
Oh no!
AT&T not going to do that.
AT&T.
I have AT&T.
Yeah, no, but friendships, do y'all have anything on friendships that
Oh. Yes, I do have some stuff. They be like, who all there? So I can pull up, right? But that's me too. Ain't gonna lie. Another friendship,
But what do you mean by that?
Yeah,
Like
what do you
picking
mean?
and choosing.
like picking and choosing, like to be a friend. Okay, it's like, what if I'm hanging out with this homeboy and then he'd be like, bro, like we can't be cool because I don't like him. What you mean? Like I can hang out with whatever fuck I want. You know what I mean? Like that's a red flag. Like tell me what to do or who to hang out with.
Oh,
You know what
okay.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. I can see that.
Red flag for another friends is pressuring. If I don't like,
Mhm.
if I'm not drinking that, or if I'm not taking that hit, whatever, that's it, bro. You ain't gotta
Yeah.
pressure me to do what you want me to do.
The peer
Yeah.
pressure.
I'm a
really.
grown man. If I want to hit that, if I want to drink that, let me do it on my own.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
We actually had an instance of that recently when we went to Mexico. We didn't even know this person, so obviously she's not like a friend, but she's like a family friend over there.
Mhm.
And she was just making it, like literally putting the bottle almost down our throat. And
What the fuck?
yeah, it was so annoying because it's like, okay, we did drink. It's not like we didn't drink, but it's like when somebody's already drunk and trying to like make
Like,
you
why are you
drink
forcing
too.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like forcing it. So yeah, that's so annoying. And especially if a friend tries to do that, that's not a friend. Because
No.
you know that I'm having to drive home.
Yeah.
Like you don't care about my safety at this
Yeah.
point.
You're not gonna walk me home.
Yeah, you're not gonna
Yeah.
buy me food. You're not gonna, like take
And-
care of me. Like,
Yeah.
and to each his own. I don't want to be taken care of by
Mhm.
somebody, but that's how I know I have self control. Like, oh, this is as much as I'm gonna drink,
Yeah.
and stop making me want to get fucked up. We're not in high school anymore, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if all your friends drink and smoke, but you don't, you need new friends, bro.
Oh my god.
You need new friends.
See, I have friends from work, and like we're so different. Like the three of us are so freaking different, like in so many ways. Like it's insane. Like and obviously we do have like different views in life, politics, religion, and all that jazz.
Sensitive.
But what I like about them is the fact that we can talk about it and we don't judge each other
Mhm.
for what we do. Here's some things that I'm
Green
like,
flag.
Yeah.
here's some stuff that I like. I have a friend that has different views in life and politics, and me and my other friend, obviously, we have different views as well. But we try not to like
Bring it up.
bring it up as
Mhm.
much, or like we just listen
Yeah.
to one another.
And it's good to listen because sometimes it's like refreshing to hear somebody else's thought.
Mhm.
Because what if like you like, wow, that's a good like
That's a good
thought.
point.
Yeah.
Good point. I've never thought of it like that. you
Yeah.
know?
So that's another thing, especially it comes back to the whole like jealousy type of friends is also like they have to respect what you think in life. You know,
Mhm.
that's another big one.
Ooh, another red flag for friends is they don't like to see you win.
Yeah.
When you get better in life, when you involve in life, you know, and
They're
then,
literally envious.
and you know you're up there, and then they're still in the same spot, brother. That is something personal. Don't bring that over here, because we over here we winning. Okay.
Yeah. And you know what? I feel like growing up in our family, not to bring up them, but I've noticed that there has always been a lot of envy in there in the family. And that's how
Yeah.
we grew up. Like always I would always hear how they
Yeah.
would talk about each other.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, but that's your sibling. Like why aren't you happy for that person? Like, you
Yeah.
know? And I was always like, I can't remember who it was, but one of our cousins, when we were little, we were like, we're never gonna be like them. We're never gonna talk mean about each other, because they would talk so mean about each other. They'll be on the
Yeah.
phone with so and so, and they'll hang up, and they'll go on the phone with the other one and talk so and so. I was like,
And then they would still all hang out like at the fucking parties.
yeah,
And talk to each other like, hey, how are you?
Fake.
fake.
Yeah. I feel like that energy is draining too.
It is, but it's just
can't keep up with that.
yeah, and it's just so sad that that's how they grew up.
Yeah.
But I was always like, I don't want to be like them.
So we gotta break it.
Yeah, yeah, and I feel like we've have.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
I
Mhm.
feel like we have done a great job, because that's how we're able to now like cut so many people off. Like
Yeah.
even if it is family, like blood, like look, if you are draining me and you are being toxic in my life, and I feel that, I refuse to give you any power to make me feel some type
Yeah.
of way, you know?
And our moms are such chismosas.
Yes.
Jesus.
Chismosas, yeah, and that's what I did with a few of our family members. I had to cut out of my life because I've tried, and it was always, they would always bring up either my weight, my look, my hair, like it's always something, and it's just like, why, like, why does that make you so happy?
I agree, because same, like it's always been about weight and what you're doing, and it's like, okay, at this point, like I'm starting to feel like this is about you, like
Yes.
you're bringing out all the insecurities that you feel. Like it's not even about me at this point, it's about you just wanting something to talk about. One, two, not being happy with yourself and how you look like, because what are you even talking about? Have you seen yourself in the mirror? Like, do you want to be disrespectful? Like let's be honest, and let's be for
Yeah.
real.
And then how you gonna tell me all these things, and then on my birthday just post a Facebook post about my birthday? Don't be fake like that. Keep the same energy, honey boo boo. Okay.
Oh, not Honey Boo Boo. Oh my god.
Shout out Honey Boo Boo.
I know, right? Honey, boo boo child.
No, yeah, I think I did talk about this in one of the earlier episodes, where my last straw with this family member, it was at the twins' first birthday party, and we were having such a great conversation. Like I was in my head, I was like, oh, I can actually talk to her. Like, okay. And then I noticed that she was like looking at me like up and down and goes, You know, I had a friend who used to struggle a lot with weight, and I go, oh God, here we go. She goes, just like you and me, you know? I'm like, I was like, okay.
She just has to include herself.
And I'm out of here. Kind of thing.
And all of a sudden I have to go.
Right? Oh, look at that.
Right? Look at the
But
time.
yeah. But those are red flags, and like, yeah, friends and family. And honestly, it's just easier now. Oh, that's another thing we were talking about so our friends in Michigan, we always have like game nights here and there virtually, and we're talking about how we're all in our 30s now, and we were just talking about where we are in life and stuff. And I'm really enjoying my 30s, because that's when I'm really realizing like what's important, what I want in life, because I feel like at least for me in my 20s,
You in tune.
yeah, in my 20s, I still cared about what people thought. I cared about, I wanted to impress people. I wanted to be, you know, and now in my 30s, I feel like, honestly, I am thriving.
Shit. Life is so easier when you don't give a fuck, right?
Yes.
And a lot of people have said that. They say that like they're not truly happy until they're like in their 30s or 40s.
And honestly, I was like, wait, but why wait that long? But no, it's just in one day it just clicked. And it's one of those, if those people are causing a lot of pain and not happiness in my life, I don't need them in my life. Yeah. So yeah.
Sense of awareness,
Yeah.
basically.
Would another red flag be like being toxic to yourself? Because you know how other people talk about you and stuff like that, but then it's also like
Your own.
your own thoughts, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you said, I think that's just like the way that we grew up, because like we were raised, off of our chismosa parents.
Mhm.
Yeah, and like telenovelas, basically.
Yeah.
And like the other day, I was watching a telenovela, and I was like, oh my God. I'm like, we thought that this was like tea. We thought that this was okay. And like looking at it now, like as an adult, it's like, holy shit.
But it's crazy because they don't know any better. They think that it's okay to
Yeah, they
speak
do.
like that to one another. But
Yeah.
you know,
And bring each other down.
Yeah.
I think we did talk about that too. How I hear how my mom talks to my dad, and I'm like, I would never talk to Luigi like that, or like try and like bring him down like. And it's just like, and it's just so sad that that's what they're so used to doing.
and that is not character molding. That doesn't make
Mm.
you a better person.
It
Yeah.
doesn't.
It doesn't toughen you out. It only hurts you at the long
Yeah.
long run.
Yeah, because that stays in your head. Like, shit, am I really that shitty? Like, that slowly starts to like break you down, and then you bring it out.
And then even when like you finally start cutting weight, stuff fits you good, you feel great, looking all good, and then you always have that back in your mind like, damn, I'm still big, dog.
Yeah.
I don't look good.
Shout out to my
Yeah.
mom though.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Babe, that's
seriously.
called body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red flag.
I know. I feel like a lot of us, all of us in here struggled with
Yeah,
our
for
images because it was kind of like, I don't know, it became so normal to us. Like as soon as you walked into those parties, brought you down.
Sumir la panza para
Sube la panza, párate derecha.
Especially taking pictures, you know?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm scared of the camera.
Girl, I'm not even gonna lie to you. That picture from like yesterday, whenever I'm carrying, baby girl.
Yeah.
I was just staring at myself, and I was like, I really fucking hate
Girl,
myself.
I hated that picture too.
I fucking hated that picture.
I hate
I
that
hated
for
that
us.
picture.
Yeah.
And I hate that. We're so down on
Yeah.
ourselves. Like, we always like to, like, talk so good about each other. Like, oh my God, you look so good. Like, girl. And sometimes I'm like, why can't you just do the same thing for yourself?
But I
you
think
know?
that's why, because we know how it feels.
Mhm.
And it's like, no, like you
But
have.
we mean it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like we're just
No,
saying it.
yeah.
But that's what I mean. I'm like, I need to
Mean
be nicer.
it.
I need to be nicer to myself.
Yeah. I mean, we're learning along the way, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's also a cycle because even now at our age, and then we look back to, oh, I thought I looked, again, it's body dysmorphia too, it's
Mhm.
like, you're like, oh, I did look better, like, I
Mhm.
look at me, I was skinnier back then, and I thought I was fat or whatever, and then
Mhm.
I feel like now we're doing the same thing is like, and then when we're 60, we're gonna look back and be like, look how beautiful we were.
I do that already. I do that already with a few pictures. Again, we talked about this, where it's like, I hated those photos. Even my wedding photos, I didn't like them at that moment. I was so unhappy with the way I looked. And now when I look at them, I was like, what the hell is wrong with me? Like,
Right.
I looked fine.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with them.
Like, forget about the looks. It's just like the memories that were
Yes.
captured
Yes.
in that moment.
And
It's
at that-
it's bigger than
right.
that.
And at that moment,
just looks.
I cared so much about the look. I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy my wedding, but it was just like, that was just a big part
It was
of
just
it.
eating you up so
Yeah.
much.
Mm-hmm.
Just wasting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, like you waste a lot of energy, like in that moment, whenever it's supposed to be great,
Mm-hmm.
because you're worried about like how you look and how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I tried not to. On vacation, I was like, fuck it. I was like, just ignore it, enjoy it. And I did enjoy it. And like sometimes whenever I look back at like the pictures, I'm just happy that I didn't take pictures like from the neck down, because I already knew that I was gonna eat myself up about it.
Oh my God.
And
Yeah.
I feel like we're just so trained to like just be like just
Pick and choose.
pick and choose,
Yeah.
pick out. We're so
Mhm.
quick to pick out the bad
Mhm.
things and not the good things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But we do it in reverse, because like our parents would do it to like us and other people, and like we're doing it to each other.
To each other. Yeah.
Yeah, like I saw this post on Instagram that said my mom was my first bully or something like
Mhm.
that. And I don't know if they even realize that they are that way,
Yeah.
you know?
You-
Because that's how they were
But you know
also
what?
treated.
I tried to bring that to my mom up once, and she got mad.
Mm-hmm. They
And
get
she got mad.
offended.
They get offended.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, clearly you're not mature enough. We can't have this conversation.
Yeah, I told my mom too, and she took it like as a joke, like, hee hee hee. And I was like, no, dude, like, you fucked me up.
Fucked me up. I know, and I don't think they realize how much damage they did. My mom thinks it's crazy that I go to therapy, and like my mom thinks, yeah, she's like, you don't need that, and I'm like, yes, I do, because of you.
Oh my god, you broke me.
All of y'all. Just kidding.
Mike's perspective as well. Me talking for Mike. Red flag.
Red flag.
No, but like his mom still does that to him, and he's been on this like journey for the long run, and it's been so hard. And it's like I've noticed it because clearly, obviously, I have pictures from like way back then. But even I told him he was beautiful, even when he was big. Like I didn't care. I've always been like, you are so handsome. Like your weight literally does not define you.
Fellas, it's not about the looks. Look, bro. Look, if you can make her laugh.
Oh gosh, yep.
Her eyes are gonna close.
Definitely the personality, yeah.
Oh,
But
yes,
his
100%.
mom, even now, like he's lost so much weight. He looks amazing. And like I said, you've always looked amazing. But just now, you know, you could really see your hard work. But it breaks my heart when his mom is still like, oh no, you need to lose more weight. And it's like, can you just applaud him for how far he's come now, you know?
And you know, I used to be so excited. You know, I can't wait to tell her. Can't wait to tell her I dropped like 2 pounds. Oh, I went from a size 40 to a size 36. And she come up to me like, 20 more pounds, and then you'd be good. I'm like, brother, you know how long it took me? How hard it is? Just because you eat rice all day is different for you.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different. Everybody's body is different.
It's different.
It is.
It's different.
But that's when you have to realize that you're not doing this for them. You have to do it for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like you don't realize that until like you're in your 30s, because in your 20s you're still worried about it. Like you're still
What they
worried
think
about
you and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're still worried about like keeping up with like trends, looking a certain way, doing certain things.
And it's such a bliss when you
Yeah.
stop giving a fuck. I promise
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah.
It's
it's a good
such
feeling.
It
bliss.
is.
It's so peaceful. It's like you feel unstoppable. You
Mhm.
feel unstoppable.
Like my mom yesterday, she was like, te vas a laciar el pelo? I go, nope. Because she always talks about that my hair is too much, and that, you know, I never pull it back or whatever. I don't like my hair pulled back. And another thing, you know what, Diana? Recently también, my mom has this thing that she always says. She always says, en menos ir para enfrente, te vas para atrás. Meaning like I'm not acting like my age, how I like cutesy stuff. And now I'm just like, no, that's just me. That's just who I am. Clearly, this is the stuff that makes me happy. And yeah.
You know, the more we talk about our family, it's like it's so crazy that the Asian and like the Hispanic culture is really aligned.
No,
like,
yeah.
No, seriously.
Like
Seriously.
a lot of Asian like thoughts and Hispanic thoughts, like
They're the same.
A lot
By
of
the way, Mike is Vietnamese because y'all
By
can't
the
see
way,
him.
guys.
And by the way, she told me to take off my shoes. Same culture for real.
Yes.
Take off my
She
shoes in
grew
the
up
house.
taking off her shoes too.
I literally have a doormat in the front of my house that says "Remove your shoes, please."
My mom would love that.
Yeah, every time our white friends come over and stuff,
Oh
they're
my
always like, "Oh,
God.
y'all want us to take off our shoes?" Like, yes, please.
Right? They're not used to
They're
it.
not used to taking off their shoes. But yeah, I think Luigi's family they didn't take off their shoes.
They're
But
just kidding.
but at our house we take them off as soon as you walk in. 'cause
Yeah.
I'm like, no,
Oh,
don't bring
yeah.
that in.
Yeah. And I saw that in Danny's house too. And I
We
told
take off
Mario,
our shoes.
yeah, I was like, Mario, take off your shoes. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so true.
See,
Yeah,
that's
so-
another thing. That's another red flag. Not respecting like people's homes. You know?
Yes.
It's like, okay, I get it. You're my guest, but these are my rules. You know, like you're my
I like
home.
this. I like this a lot.
Oh.
I used to have hella homies. I used to be that guy that had the car. So I pick up anybody and everybody. Because, you know, I just love doing that. You know, I love hanging out with the guys. But here's the thing, brother. When you step in my car, you don't ash in my car, okay? You don't trash in my car. That's why I don't pick your ass up anymore, okay?
Yes.
Bro, same with parties. Like, don't go in my room. My room is locked for a reason. I got valuable stuff in there. Don't be like, hey, is this the restroom? Brother, I told you where the restroom is. It's the open door. I ain't gonna lock my restroom. Come on now.
See, that's a red flag because they're really trying to get in your room to get your stuff. But they're trying to say that they were trying to go in the restroom.
That's so true.
Don't-
That is.
Don't get me wrong, I'm nosy, but that's just me being nosy. But there are other people that like to just take. Just take.
Just
Yeah.
to take,
And
yeah.
they shift the energy too whenever they come in and you're like,
Red flag. If you
Yeah.
got butterfingers,
oh yeah,
Butter
cuando tiras
fingers.
cosas.
Just can't take your hands off of anything.
Oh okay. Oh okay. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant.
Yeah,
You're calling out
like-
my husband.
Yeah, we
No, don't get me wrong. I love
Yeah, like,
Butterfinger candy.
meant like 5-finger discount.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
They used they
That
take.
free 99.
Oh my
That's not
god.
it.
Free 99. Damn. I'm trying to think if I ever had to deal. No, if anything, I had to deal with that at work. When I worked at certain restaurants, we had like lockers and stuff, and yeah, people would steal. When I worked at the movie theater, when I first started working there was a whole situation where somebody turned in the phone. They handed it to me. Like it was Friday and it was so busy. They're like, "Oh, hey, we found this phone." I was like, oh, "Okay," and I'm like looking for a manager. I didn't know who to give it to. The girl next to me is like, "Hey, do you want me to take it to the back?" I'm like, "Oh, sure, here you go." She took it, and after that, the phone went missing. We almost lost our jobs because of the whole thing. They made me write a whole thing about that second that I had that phone, and then next thing you know, somebody we had a week to convince people to turn in that phone. It was more they wanted that phone because of the photos, and I'm like, why would I don't want a phone but I was already like, you know what, I lost my job, whatever. I'm started looking around, and then that Friday night the manager called me and he asked me if I went up to the movie theater on Thursday, and I said no. I'm like, so and so told me if I wanted to go because she had messaged me and told me that she was gonna go and try to beg people, hey, if you have it, turn it in. But thankfully I didn't go because he was like, okay, well, he's like, okay, good thing you didn't because that phone turned up, and with the note saying, I'm sorry that I took the phone, and it matched that girl's handwriting.
Oh.
Speaking of movie
Sneaky.
theaters, red flag. How you gonna buy one movie ticket and then go movie hopping? Come on now.
Oh my god.
My
We
dad's
used to do
I'm
that.
like, my dad's done that before.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I done that too.
How you gonna put us all under the
I
bus?
know our families used to do that to us.
Because you know,
I felt attacked. Did
even
y'all feel attacked?
even though we like to discuss about red flags, we ourselves
We are a
have-
red flag.
Yeah, we are a walking red flag.
Period. Not you know what? Not accepting you're a red
Embracing
flag.
You flaunt it, girl, flaunt it. Stop playing.
See, the thing is that like sometimes our red flags make sense. That's such a
That's
narcissistic
another
to
red
say.
flag. Yeah, that's like, you know what? I'm right all the time.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's me.
I mean, our red flags are manageable, okay?
Yeah,
And it's
okay.
coachable.
They don't affect
We're
other
not hurting
people.
nobody
Yeah.
except the movie theater.
Oh my god.
No. I worked at the movie theater. Let me tell you, that money that they make for the movies doesn't go to the theater. That money goes to them. What the theaters really depend on is the food.
No wonder my popcorn costs like $30.
Holy shit. No wonder.
That's why I don't get the popcorn.
They get like the slightest percent, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, I'm over here because Mario, oh God, Mario's a little goody two shoes. So whenever we go to the
Y'all take y'all
movies,
snacks.
yeah, we do.
I love
We snuck in
Mario.
snacks.
Red flag. Just kidding.
But then Mario was like, Mom, that's illegal. They're gonna take you to jail. They're gonna blah, blah, blah.
Mario.
And I'm like, dude, you know who the real thieves are? The freaking movie theaters for charging fucking $30 for a pack of candy.
Just use my Cinemark app.
Oh my god! And Mario was like, "No, Mom, you can't do that. I'm gonna, cause like we'll go to Buc-ee's before." And Mario's like, "No, Mom, I'm gonna get something during the movie theater." And I was like,
And you're gonna pay for it.
"Literally." And we do.
It's Mario's world. You're just living it.
For real.
I love it.
Mario actually follows rules.
Aw.
Green flag.
Green flag right there. I was changing the subject a little bit. I was just talking to Meme when we left, and we were just saying how much we love how kind Mario is. Like Mario was so nice, like playing with Noah. He's like Noah's 3,
Sweet
and
soul.
Mario was so gentle, so sweet with him. And I love that Mario acts like his age. I love that. We have some kids that are like 6
What a
year-olds.
gentleman.
Yeah,
What
no,
a distinguished gentleman.
What
Yes.
a guy.
There's some kids now that try to act like teenagers. I'm like, you're 6. Calm down.
Red flag. If you 8 years old and you're already on TikTok and you already got an iPhone, come on now. And you gotta get like
And an
15 contacts
Instagram?
on your phone.
I've heard of that. That's scary, guys.
Yeah, that's scary because of the predators.
Yes.
Yeah, I
The
saw it on
pedophile.
TikTok about a little girl. She was like 8, I think, and her parents like caught her that she had an Instagram and she was talking to like this older ass man. That's disgusting.
But that's also a sensitive topic because, like, you need a phone to communicate with your kids.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
we were
saying?
just saying, oh, if only Mario had a phone.
I mean, they do have one phone, but like it only works with like internet. So
Smart.
they can only like video call us.
Yeah, okay.
Or
that's
like
good.
call us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean they can text, and Mateo sometimes like he'll text like his 1 or 2 friends
Oh.
and us, but like that's it. Yeah.
Do you go through like the phone and stuff like that, or no?
Not really. No.
Green flag.
Because they don't have like internet. They don't have
Yeah.
like YouTube. They don't have any of that. It's just
Yeah.
call and text, and like we literally see like they only have a contact for Christian, like, which is Andres's little brother, us, and like Mateo's little friend from school. And like I hear them whenever
That's good.
they're playing.
Speaking about going through phones, that is a red flag if you wait for your significant other to sleep and you scan through their phone.
Yeah, unless you have a feeling there's something going on.
Yeah, unless you have the gut feeling to be like, I don't know why. Or it's happened actually before to me that it's like I get this gut feeling.
That something's up.
And I never check the phone, but that one time that I'm like, I think I need to check it. And then it's like, it's like the
something.
saying, you find, what you're looking for, you do end up finding.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's when you end up, finding out a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Been looking for it is there in plain sight.
And I feel like that's why, like, I get, like respecting other people's privacy, but then also it's a touchy subject because it's like, okay, no, but I have a feeling, and a lot of the times my feeling is right.
It's right, or they start
Yeah.
acting differently.
Yeah,
That's
like,
when
really
like they
sketch.
start treating you differently. They start showing like there's so many red flags like
Yeah.
that they're not paying attention anymore. They're acting a certain way.
Distant.
Yeah.
They're being distanced. There's a lot of fighting, so it's kind of one of those. Okay, something's going on,
Yeah.
and like you said, you're always right. You're
Yeah.
always right.
And I feel like that's where communication comes in, because
Yeah.
lack of communication really does kill any type of
100%.
That's a
relationship.
Yeah.
red flag. A lack of communication.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Huge.
Yeah.
if like you see somebody acting weird and you can't really ask them, like, hey, what's wrong? Like, are you okay?
Mhm.
Like, maybe it's work, maybe it's something, and they just like overreact. Like, I'm fucking fine. Like, leave me the fuck
Mhm.
alone. Like, why are you starting with your shit?
Mhm.
And it's like, oh,
red flag.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put myself on blast with this red flag.
Oh no.
No.
I mean, whatever,
Yes,
it
girl. Yes,
doesn't,
girl.
I mean, it happened before. It's not like who I am now.
Yeah.
But I would do this really toxic thing where I don't like to deal with just arguing, I guess. So anytime that I would argue with somebody, I'd be like, you know what? Like, fuck you. Like, it's over. Like, let's break up.
No, yeah, I would
Like,
do the same
all
thing
the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, a part of me got that mad to
Yeah.
be like, you know what? I don't give a fuck about you. But I really do. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and it's not me being wishy-washy. It's me being like, fuck you. Like, get out of my face. Like, I'm not going to
Yeah.
deal with your bullshit.
Mhm.
But also, I was,
Yeah.
responsible for that bullshit too. But I just think that that's so toxic to
Yeah.
do, to be like, you know what? Fuck you. Well, let's break up. Get your shit and leave.
But-
Like,
Yeah.
You're out here just fighting about what kind of bread or sandwich.
Or what do you want to what do
some
you want for dinner?
stupid shit,
Yeah.
But yeah, look, fuck boys and fuck girls.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
let y'all know right now.
Fuck the toxicity.
Mhm.
I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Whatever y'all do in the dark will come to light.
Yep.
Yeah.
So please
Honestly,
step
yeah.
lightly, okay?
Mhm.
If you want your relationship to last,
To thrive.
to thrive, first of all, you got to be committed, and second of all, you have to be willing to adapt and compromise with your significant other.
Yeah.
That's a 50-50 rule, my boy.
Mm-hmm.
We splitting this hoe 50-50.
Honestly, yeah, and I think, like I said, it's a generation thing because, like, our parents, they wouldn't really do that. Like, they would get in, I mean, at least my parents would. Like, they would get in each other's faces.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah.
Yeah, let me not
So-
talk about my parents.
oh my God. So, like, trying to get out of that, you know, out of that norm, like what we
Mhm.
thought was normal.
Yes.
And, like,
uh-huh.
now, like, if I ever, like, react a certain way, like,
You do
I'll,
right now.
yeah, like, I'll tell Andres, I'm like, I'm so sorry. It's not you, you know? But like right now, like I really don't want to blame my hormones, but like it's true. Like my hormones are still
is a real thing, guys.
yeah, like my hormones are still regulating.
Hormones can be red flags too.
No,
Testosterone
our
specifically. No,
emotions are all over the place,
Yeah.
and it's insane. And that's a red flag when a man doesn't understand that.
Yeah.
you know?
Yes,
Like,
that
it's
now
like-
that's a red
Or
flag.
when they're like, "Oh no, you're just being blah blah blah." Like,
Yeah.
no,
You're just being
it's a
hormonal,
real
Yeah.
and
thing.
crazy. You want us
Yeah.
to crazy? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right.
I mean, also, I think acting out on your emotions all the time and not being able to control, that's pretty bad.
Yeah,
too.
like
Yeah.
at a certain point, like
Experience.
you're responsible for your own emotions. Like sometimes, whenever like I'm about to start my period, like I'll react a certain way. Like the slightest things will like kind of snap me,
Oh yeah.
and then like I'll hold back and I'll be like, Diana, and just walk away. And like Andres would be like, yeah, I kind of figured that you were about to start it because you kind of snapped at me, and I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, I felt bad the moment that I walked away. I'm sorry.
Mike looked
Yeah.
at me because was it like yesterday, a couple of days ago?
Oh my God.
And I asked, okay, so my 3-year-old little brother, he's like our child basically. When my mom's at work, we like take him everywhere. So we went on a walk. We couldn't figure out, we're not parents, so we couldn't figure out how to fucking close a stroller. And we're over here struggling. And Mike had his finger like somewhere where I was like, oh, we got it. And so I closed the freaking stroller on his finger, and I didn't know how to react. And I am, my hormones are all over the place. I am blaming it on my hormones because I didn't know. It was like such a feeling that I couldn't control. I got mad and I started yelling at him when
Why'd you
he
put
was
your
the one who
finger
was
there?
hurt. I was just like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm hurt. And I'm like, and I was just screaming at him in public. And then I was in the car like, oh my God, why did I just yell at him? Like, why am I the one acting like he just closed it on me?
Oh,
Yeah.
But I mean, as being mature as you can be, like if you know your girl is acting, out of pocket, sometimes you just gotta let her act it out. I can't be mad at that, you know what I mean? Because you gotta understand that women have hormones, and I just gave her space and I gave myself some space, and then it was cool after that. We went to Wally World, bought some groceries, and
Walmart.
Yeah, call it a day. Even though my thumb a little purple, but it's okay. It's okay. It still works. It was just at the moment,
Oh my
I said, let me see your finger. It's not broken.
I
But
know.
That's how our parents raised us. Though.
That's how they raised
my
us.
mom,
Yeah.
dude, this one time, and I told Mato and Mario about it one time, because like sometimes whenever like I react, I'm like, I'm so sorry, guys. Like I'll apologize to my kids and I'll hug them. I'm like, I'm so sorry. But I remember telling them, like I used to keep my shoes under like this shelf thing, right?
Mhm.
Like it was like a hanging shelf, but like it would poke out. And this one time, like I picked up my shoes and like I got up too fast. And I hit my head on like the corner. I broke the fucking corner, dude. My big-headed ass broke the corner. My mom comes in and she hits me. She's like, "Ten cuidado!" Bam! And I'm like, this is fucking disoriented as hell.
Right, already?
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Or let's just like, I have like everybody has Heelys, right? When they were kids,
Yeah.
right? I'm out here being a kid and shit, right? And I'll bust my ass on the floor, and my dad was like, "Get your ass up,
Yeah.
right now."
Like if
And he mad at me.
Yeah.
And then he apologized to the floor. He was asking if I was all right. He's asking the floor, it was all right. Did you break the floor? I'm like, no.
I'm laughing at that because fucking Andres tells the Mateo the same thing. He's like, no mames, si te caes te vas a romper el piso. Obviously he's joking, but yeah.
My dad wasn't.
That's so true. And you know what? I do catch myself doing like saying stuff or doing stuff, and I like stop myself because I'm like with Luigi. He's very clumsy or like or something, and I will catch like I'll be in the middle of it, and then I'll hear my mom like, "Oh, Leslie, stop."
Your sushi is coming out.
My sushi's coming out. It needs to go away. And then another thing is accepting your freaking mistakes. I've gotten better at saying, you know what?
I'm sorry.
You were right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's another one. And sometimes you can, like we all said, we are all a red flag. Yeah. But we can change.
We can. We acknowledge it. Yeah.
We can adapt.
We can adapt and own up to our stuff. But there's obviously those people that don't. That think, no, I'm right.
Oh man, another red flag is it's me or the highway. Don't say that to me because come on now.
Yeah, like that, like
Come on,
not keeping an open mind that people are different and people think differently is a red flag. Because it's like, dude, like other people weren't raised the same as you. Other people don't have the same thoughts as you. Like, you know, obviously not everyone that thinks differently is a good person. Like a lot of people are very shitty. But then there's also other people that's like, okay, like, that's fine. Like, for example, like religion, like there's some people that are, I don't know if you kind of saw this, but like our parents, they're Catholic. They would see like other religions as like very, very bad. Like very
judgy.
bad. Like, oh my God, you're
So
Jewish.
judgy.
So was Jesus. Jesus was Jewish too.
And I also feel
Muslim
like
también.
being too traditional is a
Yeah.
red flag.
Yeah.
Brother, we live in 2024.
There's a, And they're like, oh, and back in my day, we didn't do it, bitch. This isn't back your day.
I was gonna say that actually ties down to it's my way or the highway, like being traditional and being like, I'm the adult, I'm right, you're wrong, you'll always be wrong. But then they're the same people who are also like, can you help me with it? Like, you know, because they can't adapt themselves to 2024.
And they're also the same people that, I'm never wrong. I'm never going to apologize to you because what I did was right.
Yeah.
I don't think my mom ever apologized.
No?
I think if anything, it was always like, hay comida en la cocina.
Yeah.
Yes. Or, I just bought you another basketball jersey.
Like, okay.
That's what we're so broken.
I think that's why
gifts.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think that's why gift giving is my love language. Big.
Wait, what's everybody's love language?
Oh no!
Red flag.
It stems from red flags.
Mine is spoiling
Breakthrough.
that person.
So also gift giving or
gift giving, food giving, everything.
Mine is quality time. I love to I rather spend time with, that's how I show my love for you. You know, like us hanging out and like you venting to me and I'm venting to you, or, you know, or just going to the movies or like working out, like going to the gym, like the quality time is my love.
Just sharing our time together.
Yeah. Lately for us, it's been swimming.
Oh my God.
Swimming.
We love swimming. What's your love language, babe?
That's what I said. Just hanging out, quality time, cooking for your loved ones. I love cooking.
I love cooking too.
I love cooking when the music on. You know what I'm saying? It just brings me into a state of mind. But sorry, this is off topic.
No.
Mike is a great cook, by the way.
Yes, invite us over for dinner, guys.
Yes, I would love that. I would love that for real.
He can cook whatever, just let us know.
Yes, girl.
Literally. What did he make for Thanksgiving a few years ago?
Cochinita pibil.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so soft. It literally just like fell apart. I was like,
the flavor was there. He also knows how to make birria, Italian food.
Hey, yo, not trying to boost myself, but that's my first time cooking konnichiwa. What? How you say that?
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa, bibil.
Konnichiwa pibil.
Oh my gosh. See, I learned how to cook, but with TikTok.
Oh my God.
That's where I get all my
YouTube.
All my cooking. No, mine was TikTok because I guess it's like quick and easy.
Yeah.
Quick and easy kind of thing. But yeah, that's mine.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we're not perfect. We're far from perfect. So we have our own red flags. The only thing that we kind of have to accept that, or the only thing that shows that we have growth is that we acknowledge them and try to change them and try to better from them. And, you know,
willing to compromise.
Yes.
That's
respecting.
right there.
I feel like we'll never be perfect.
Yeah.
But perfect's boring. Why
Yeah.
would you want to be perfect? You
Yeah.
know?
Sometimes you need a little toxicity in your life. I'm just
I
kidding.
know.
Why stand in when you can stand out?
Right?
Yeah.
seasoning.
Little seasoning in there. Yeah, that's
Okay, but another red flag for relationships. This is huge for me, and I would never do this. Long distance relationship. I need to come home to you every night. I need
I need to hold you.
Yeah, I need to hold you. I can't just be FaceTime with you, and then you gonna end up the FaceTime and hang out with your little side boy. We ain't doing that. Cause I know your side boy, and I know that location. Don't make me pull up to Michigan on your stupid.
Not Michigan. Who's in Michigan?
Michigan.
I know, right? Who's in Michigan?
Yeah, no. Long distance, I don't think I could ever do it. But
No.
I will have to do it for a little bit.
Yeah,
Just for a little bit.
But it's a month.
4.5 weeks. That's about it.
It's just a month.
But it's gonna be tough because there's gonna be no contact for long. But we got this.
So it's kind of a good thing that he brought it up.
Yeah.
Aww.
So, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's for good cause.
You better win.
That's all we will say. But yeah. Anything else you guys wanted to add or?
This has been fun. I really enjoyed this episode.
Yeah.
It's my first podcast, y'all.
And it won't be the last one. It won't
Right.
be the last one. We'll have you again.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for having us, as
Yes.
always.
Yes, girl. Yes.
Bless up.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.